It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. Jalen Richard going to take it out of his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. Well, this defense for the Saints, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Murray. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Come back. Easy. You ain't got nothing. Shift.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Gibson here running out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Murray going to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
We gotta get tonight. Mike over there. Hey, they scared.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got a seal. I'm on.
Now it's Newton. Looking for Andrews again. He's got him this time. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason third down's important to them, they find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And his throw here's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd and 10, Newton has got his man. It's Andrews. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So the completion there, and CD, as we know, trying to defend against an NFL quarterback, that's one thing. Trying to defend against a mobile NFL quarterback, that's quite another. What's the plan here defensively?
Well, the pass rush has to still try and get to him, and especially the guys on the edge, but they're going to go maybe a count slower, right? They want to make sure they don't get too far upfield where he steps up and takes off through a lane. The same is true for those interior guys as well. So you've got to change it up with him. Try and keep him hemmed into the pocket, and occasionally you throw a spy on him. A fast linebacker.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead.
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd down, it's Gibson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss, and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie, but boy, was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering of the Dallas Cowboys. And Washington, they feel like they had a real find when they took him in the 3rd round last year, number 66 overall, and he justified their decision.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Forced out to his left.
Throw left side, taken in by Claypool.
And he's got this down to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Play action. Now it's Murray. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense for the Saints, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Here's Murray.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. And Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And we're in the middle part of the season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the starter's pistol or rang the bell lap like they do in track and field for the sprint to the finish, but you're starting to eye it, aren't you? You got to pile up those wins, put them in the left-hand column, not the L's in the right-hand column.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Hey! It's just me and you. It's just me.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Newton slings it to Anders, and it's complete. The tight end has it. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. They fake the give. Newton. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 23 yards on the play. To the air again, Newton. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11. Gun. Express! Check Mike 11. Keep it up, defense, keep it up.
On 2nd and 12, Newton. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that answer.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's it. 180. Target. Here we go.
Now Newton.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Ready. 180. Check Mike 11. Get ready. Check 4. Kill. Express. Kill.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it.
66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all. 3rd and goal.
Again, it's Mostert.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Raheem Mostert
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it, make them do it again.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Gun. Here we go again.
Newton to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Montez Sweat. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36.
Gotta do better.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Check. Crunch.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Turn up.
They hand it off to Mostert.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Newton. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep, Jalen Richard. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll go as just a 15-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out and start the drive at the 25. Third quarter starts with a run from Mostert.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of it.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise. And it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Eluding the pressure right. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the second time.
Richard on the return.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Murray now to throw. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 24 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Murray now. And the throw there going to be incomplete. A strong safety, Sean Davis, there to break up that pass play.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's 2nd and 10.
In your face. Mike 9, Mike 8. We gotta get to 9. Mike over there. Army.
Newton now to throw. And going deep for Hill. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Ready. 20. Mike 9.
Newton now to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete. It was the linebacker Devin White there to knock it away. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike over there. Check. Watch that.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And going deep for Hill. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Murray now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Being chased out left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again on second down. Murray. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A first carry for Trenton Cannon. That one, a first down pickup of 8. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Back to Cannon again on first down. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Defense wins championships, baby. Slam, slam. Joker, 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 joker. I get it.
Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. Rolling to his right. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Calais Campbell able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Well, he bought as much time as he could there, but eventually his clock expired.
It certainly did because they were bootlegging him out of the pocket, and I think he had some indecision as whether to run or throw. And that indecision, it wound up costing him in a big way.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
And got his man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Newton. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
He'll buy some time right. Got a man. It's Brown. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Mike 9. You can't block me. You can't block me.
From the red zone now, Newton. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Throwing now is Murray. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Murray's got to have this one. Now he'll escape to his right. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. They'd been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Shotgun now from Murray. Flush to his right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Murray. This one left side caught by Gibson. It's a first down and more for Gibson. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And his throw is incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, his first touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Connecting with Andrews. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Throwing is Newton. Step, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. On the return, here's Richard. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for the Buccaneers, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Saints, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.